Hello everybody, welcome back. It's your boy Zoe Bad Blood Collectibles, and today on the channel we're going to be reviewing McFarlane DC Multiverse Darkseid. So before we go any further, please give this video a like. Also subscribe to the channel and help this channel grow. Let's reach 2,000 subscribers. So here we are with Darkseid, a figure that I've been looking for a long time. Ever since he's been out. I could have ordered it, but I didn't see the needs because I already have a bunch of Darkseid figures. But I'm a huge fan of Darkseid. I love big bad guys like him, and from Avengers I love Thanos and Doom, so definitely had to have this Darkseid in my collection. And yeah, I think McFarlane did an excellent job as far as the overall look of the figure, as you can see. And I do love the bendy wire cape as well. Could it have been a better wash on the figure? Most definitely. So let's go ahead and take a overall look of the figure, and we'll rate the figure for the overall look right now. So as you can see with Darkseid, his eyes, his head could have been better with a wash, but overall still looks really nice. And I'll give you my full overall opinion on his overall look after we look over this and keep going. But here we are with the arms over here. Same thing, could have done better with the wash on this figure. Could have been a little bit like he did with the other Darkseid figure that he bought out, the movie version of the Darkseid. That one had a way better wash than this one. And then also we do have the veins and stuff popping out of him, which is fine. But yeah, it's just like, it's either one or the other. Like the way you did his head, you should have went with that same design for the skin and the arms and the legs. Or you should have, the same way you did this style right here, you should have done it for the upper all, because it's definitely like he's missing paint for a dark wash on the top of his head there. So that is kind of one of the things that I was bummed out about when I first actually saw the figure, even though he still looks nice. That was one of the things that I didn't like about the figure. Another thing is, it seemed like his head is a little bit too big for this body. I don't know, I'm still fooling around with it. I still haven't took no photos or nothing because I just took it out of the box. But as you can see, we also do have skin right here. Same thing, definitely missing a wash. This figure is missing wash all over. If you look at the blue, we got no wash over that as well, just a plain blue. And then also here we got something going on where it's like faded here a little bit, or a wash or something, I don't know. But I actually like that actually. But look at this right here just looks cheap as ever. Seemed like he got that D for Darkseid from a plastic at the 99-cent store and just snapped it on there. So that is one of the things that look very cheap on the figure. I wish he wouldn't get this a whole lot better, get us a better more color, because this thing is definitely missing color. Although the eyes and the sculpt on the head is really nice, I really do love it a lot. I love the meanness. It actually captures Darkseid, the classic Darkseid. As you can see here with this card here, it's the same thing on the card. You see that it is silver, and then we also get the band right here, so that's the same. Also the boots and stuff, but we're missing the tonus, like I said, like a wash, a dark wash all over this figure would have been very nice for this fig right here. But overall, he still nailed it to a T. They both he looks just like he does on the card, I do have to say that. And then this is the back of the card as well. As you can see with the head sculpt almost looked the same as well. But back to the figure. So with that, we do look on the back side of the figure. Here's his hands as well. We can see the hinges there, which is not a problem. Yeah, I just feel like this is just lack of paint. And then also, I really do love this bendy wire cape. It's perfect. I actually love this a whole lot. And this is what I love about McFarlane, is for the fact that he's coming out with wire capes for some of his figures. But overall, the overall look of the figure, if it just come with the sculpting by itself, I'll definitely give it a 9 out of 10. But just everything, including the paint, I'll drop it down to a 7 out of 10. And that's because I appreciate McFarlane going out the way to have this bendy wire cape. So I can see where that money, instead of going for the paint, actually went for the bendy wire cape. Okay, so here we are with this Darkseid here. This is the one that he bought out a while back, and look at that, boom. You can tell the difference between this one And this one here, this one is done with a wash all over. Now I wish he could have took the same skin tone that he did with this Darkseid here. And even in the face and the head sculpt, this one looks way better as far as the paint than this one here. So you can see the difference. Alright, so let's get back to this figure here. And we'll go over some other stuff later. Now, other than that, he does look nice. So a 7 out of 10 for overall look. Now let's go ahead and go over the accessories. He does come with an extra head sculpt. This is the one that he actually came with. I did want to take that off so you guys can actually see this head sculpt. So let's look at this head sculpt real quick. Like I said, it's done really nice. Really gives it that classic look vibe. But I just wish that this could have been a wash on there. That would have been really nice. But overall, still nice. Looks dope. But here's the extra head sculpt here. Same thing, just missing a wash. But this one is actually way better than this one here because of the expression. Also, the effect, his beam effect as well. His Omega beams. That's pretty dope as well. And then also we do get a closed fist for the, what is that? The right hand. And then also a pointy hand for the left. Get over here. So that is dope here. And then also we do get a closed fist for the left hand and an open hand for the right as well. So he comes with a pair of extra hands and a extra head sculpt, which is freaking awesome. I really do love that from McFarlane. I wish he could have been doing this a way long time ago. So we also get the bendy wire cape. We get an extra head, which I'm very surprised about that. And then also we do get the extra hand accessories. Now one thing he should have done was he should have made the figure come with the Omega Beam effect as it's shooting out like Storm Collectibles did. That would have been dope. Even though you still get this figure, he's like a black, not a lot of articulation. I think he would have done well with the Omega Beam effects, but we'll say that for another day. So overall for the accessories, I give it a 7 out of 10. Because of the bendy wire cape. Now, with that being said, let's go and go over the articulation of this figure. And this is where a lot of people may not like this figure. So he could look up about that much here. He could look down really good. And then he could look straight. He also could turn here. And then also he could turn here. So not bad at all. And then also he can look down. So not bad, right? Because the ball joint that's in here. And then also, he doesn't have butterfly joints, but he is on a single hand here. No butterfly joints. Also, he has a single hand, but it does have rotation. And then also, you can pull this out. This stuff feels so cheap right now. This figure feels so cheap. It felt like I got this figure from the 99-cent store. I'm not going to lie. He's very hollow. No sturdiness at all. And then this is one of the main things that I hate. You see how I'm moving the figure around just to try to get, because his joints are really hard, and I don't want to put it in water because I feel like it would become really weak. But his arms pop off so easily. Every time I try to move his arm, this thing always come off. And look at that. That is just plain ridiculous. So that's a no-no right there. It's just pissed me off. Trying to fool around with this figure. And this is a figure that I was really looking forward to. I even posted it on the story. Look at this. This is just plain out ridiculous. But, oh man, I can't even bend this thing. I'm a bodybuilder. And I still having a hard time just to put his arm, just to bend his arm. So that sucks there. But anyways, I don't want to take up all the time on this review. But there we are right here. He's on a hinge here, hinge on the other one as well. And then let's turn this one around here so you guys can see it. Very hard, so you might have to warm yours up. I was thinking about it, but I don't know yet. So his hands, he has hinges here at the wrist, as you can see. And then also on the other side as well. And you can swap those out and then use these hands if you want to. Now for the legs. If you think about putting this dude on a throne, don't even think about it because it's not gonna happen. But here we are. We got single joints here as well, but as you can see, he's on that mechanism, which is not bad. I'm surprised that he's on that. So we get swivel, and look at this. This thing's coming apart too. So this figure is built really cheap. And also he does have double jointed knees, so Not bad. So maybe you can get him sitting on a throne, but you're going to be fighting. It's going to be very hard. Or trying to put him on a the Mortal Kombat Shao Kahn throne, like I do with the rest of my Darkseid figures. So I will try to do that if I can. You'll see it in the photos. If not, you won't see it in the photos. But the articulation on this thing is not great from the upper body and above. Here we do get toe pivot, but my figure is super tight in some other areas. And then also a hinge here at the ankles, which he actually has great ankle movement, so that's good. And double jointed knees, that's good. You can still get a swivel out the legs, so I'll give it a pass there on that as well. But man, this figure just feels so cheap. This is like bad. This is not good. This is probably by far my worst Darkseid figure in my collection. So with that being said, he does have a ab crunch, but that's how much you're gonna get. About the same as you will get from a Mezco figure. And it's just that this thing's worse than a Mezco figure without none of the details or none of the gimmicks that Mezco comes with. So that tells you right there that this is like really bad for a $40 figure, I believe. I didn't even look at the price. I just got it because I already know I'm going to get it, so there's no need to look at the price of the figure. But overall, I'm definitely going to give the articulation a 5 out of 10. The articulation sucks on this figure. And this figure, like, his arms are going to pop off, his legs pop off when you're moving this figure. And it sucks. So let's go ahead and swap out the head on this figure real quick. I'm not even going to do the hands because we're already wasting time. And this video should have been over already because this figure is garbage as far as the articulation goes. He has the look, but that's the only thing he has going for him. So I'm definitely not going to use him in my comic book style photo album that I have. I'll show off a little couple of photos that's going on with the new Darkseid, my new photo album, Justice League for the Darkseid. So overall, 5 out of 5 for the articulation. Now, let's go ahead and do some size comparison with this figure now that we got all that out the way. And the first one I'm going to bring in is the Black Suit Superman. These are all Mezco figures. Here we are with this one. Let's do a McFarlane Superman because I don't really have none of my McFarlane figures out. But this is Darkseid here, right? And this is my Mezco Black Suit Superman. So there he is standing next to Darkseid. Darkseid towers over him, right? And then also we do have my 7-inch Superman. This is McFarlane. This is the Black Suit edition. We do have him standing right here next to Darkseid. And Darkseid still tower over him. So Darkseid does look better with a 6-inch line. But if you want to do it with McFarlane, which he's made for, you could do that as well. And he'll look just as good. But as you can see, Mezco figures are just freaking awesome. So let's go ahead. One day I'm going to do a comparisons with Superman. My best Supermans in my collection. And I really do love this one a lot too. But yeah, so let's move these two out the way and bring in the classic suit Superman as well from Mezco 112. My other Superman from McFarlane, unfortunately, is put away because I don't really use it no more because I have this one. And this is my favorite Superman of all time for any figure, any line. Here we are with Superman standing next to Darkseid there. And Darkseid towers over him. And these two actually look great together because they both are in their classic suits. So that's pretty dope, right? And then we get Shazam in his classic suit as well. I got him like in a little pose smiling or whatever because I am doing some photo shoots with him fighting against Superman. That's going to be dope. Kind of doing that one comic book that one of the main best storyline comic books of all time, which we'll show some photos of that in another video. But there he is right there, standing next to Darkseid. And then last but not least, let's go ahead and bring in all my Darkseid figures that I have so far. This one being my favorite one. I don't know if it's the best, but this is my favorite one. And this one is from that one line that I can't even think of the name right now. But here he is right here. This is one of my favorite Darkseid figures. And these two range about the same height. So that's freaking awesome. Alright, and you can tell the big difference between these two. You can see that one has a sick wash on it with dope details. And then you get this one that don't really have the details that this one has. And the head is way lighter than his body on the McFarlane one, but on this one, everything is just detailed to the max. This is freaking awesome with great articulation. So let's go ahead and leave this one up here as we bring in the tallest one, which is from Storm Collectibles. This is Darkseid from the Injustice 2. Here he is right here, standing next to Darkseid. I'm a huge fan of Darkseid, so I do got to get all the figures. And there he is, standing next to Darkseid as well, looking dope. He looks dope, I ain't gonna lie. As far as if you can look past the paint and the freaking articulation, he's gonna look good just sitting on the shelf. He's gonna look really, really great, especially with the beam effects as well. And then last but not least, we do have the McFarlane Darkseid from Zack Snyder's Justice League. Here he is right here. This is another tall, big boy, which is dope. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get my hands on the one with the full armor, but I actually like this one a little bit better. But I don't know, because I never had a chance to get the other one. But there they all are right there. The tallest one is definitely Storm Collectibles, but the McFarlane one is definitely on its heel, the movie Zack Snyder's. But yes, this one is the thinnest out of all of them, and the one with the best articulation is definitely going to go to this one over here. And then as far as the accessories go, this one's going to be the best for the accessories. And then as far as the best look for all of them, I think this Darkseid has a great look, but this one, I do have to give it to this one for the best look as well. And then my least favorite out of all of them will probably be this one right here, which is the recent one that McFarlane came out with. But it does have a bendy wire, but this one right here just looks so dope. Come on, you guys. You guys was excited when this first came out. We all were excited that he was bringing out the Justice League and the Zack Snyder's Justice League Darkseid. So I was so happy to have this, and he still looked freaking awesome with those fiery eyes. That is freaking awesome. So with that being said, that is it for my overall review of this figure. Now I'm gonna give you my overall opinion for 2 minutes. Alright, you guys, so here's my overall opinion on the figure. I love the way that this figure looks. I love the classic look, especially when it comes down to Superman. I'll take some photos and I'll drop it on the other at the end of this video, or at least on another video. If you see it, you see it. If you don't, it'll definitely be on the next video. Also, I just wish that this is Darkseid, the biggest bad guy in the DC comic universe that everyone knows, you know? And then not only that, this dude should be one of the biggest, baddest, best looking figure with articulation. He should have went all out for this figure. Even if you had to pay $100, it should have been like his best, like he did with the Batwing and the Batman car. If you're gonna bring those out to $80 and put all your stuff in there with the light up features and all that, I think you should have done it with this Darkseid here, and then you would have probably had a lot of people losing their mind over Darkseid. And now I see why I was able to find him at Target, because he is made so cheap. He's so hollow and yet so light. And one thing he has gone from is the freaking bendy wire cape, which is awesome. But it doesn't matter if you have a bendy wire cape or not for Darkseid, because I don't really care if he has a bendy wire cape. That doesn't mean nothing to me, you know. I'm always used to Darkseid just looking good and dope without no cape, you know. But overall, I just wish McFarlane really would have took his time and gave us a freaking awesome Darkseid that we have never seen. Make it like a HasLab project type figure. Make it go for $100 and have all the bells and whistles, have the light up eyes, have the beam effects, have everything just so freaking awesome with a bunch of hand accessories with 4 different head scopes. And if you want the bendy wire cape, it should have been an option to have it on and you could take it off. Just different stuff, especially with the paint. Seeing that the paint would have been so easy, all we had to do was do a wash. How freaking awesome would that would have been if McFarlane would have gave us the best Darkseid ever. Especially when he's doing DC, and DC is his baby. It's not like he's doing Marvel Legend like Mezco. Mezco does Marvel, DC, all kind of lines. This dude's only doing his main superhero line is only DC. It's not like he's doing Marvel. He's just doing the statues. So why not give us a HasLab type Darkseid figure, and that's why I'm so upset, because I really wish that we could have got the best Darkseid ever, and I really thought that McFarlane was going to be smart enough to present that to us, a freaking awesome HasLab project type style Darkseid. That would have been epic. Unfortunately, we did not get that, and this figure, for me, the overall approval rating of this figure, I'm definitely going to give him a 6 out of 10. I'm very disappointed with this figure. Very, very disappointed. So, with that being said, I'm going to end this video. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you like this figure or not? Is this the best Darkseid to you? And if it is, let me know in the comment section below. If it's your worst, let me know in the comment section below as well. I will see you all in the next video. Like and subscribe. 2,000 subscribers.